Hi everyone, welcome back to Mano Beyond Cancer. This is a space dedicated to all cancer survivors from around the world. In here, we share our experiences and we learn about this journey called life. Hi everyone, today we are with Larissa. She is a cancer survivor from Romania and she's going to tell us a little bit about her. Hi Larissa. So the first question, who are you? What are you passionate about right now? And what is your favorite food?
Yeah, so as you said, I'm Larissa. I'm 25 years old. Right now, my work is my passion. I work in health communication, which means that I support doctors, therapists, or patient organizations to create educational content in social media. And it's something I really enjoy a lot because I get to make health information more accessible and trustworthy online because we all know how there is a bunch of fake news on the internet. So I like to just make sure that the clients I work with are very, very accurate what we present online. And my favorite food, well, it's obviously going to be the food that I grew up with. It's Romanian food. And my personal recommendation is if you ever can, try papanash. It's a Romanian dessert and it's very good, very delicious.
And how was to have cancer in Romania?
I was diagnosed when I was 19 years old with lymphoma. And honestly, it was a mix having cancer in Romania. It was a mix of gratitude, but also frustration. Gratitude because I was very well taken care of by my doctors. I was lucky to have a good relationship with my healthcare providers. Um, the moment I got diagnosed, my disease was very advanced, so they really took everything very seriously and everything moved fast. Starting treatment, I was lucky enough to receive it very fast. However, the frustration comes from the lack of emotional support we receive in Romania. I did not have any contact with any psychotherapist in my hospital. Every therapy session that I had done was paid out of pocket, which I was very fortunate enough to have my family by my side and be able to afford that. But many people can't do that. And we have so many studies showing how important it is to receive this emotional support. So, yeah, that was something that was really lacking in Romania, and that was difficult for me.
Do you know many cancer survivors or people with a lived cancer experience? And how can you describe them in one word?
Well, at first I didn't. For the most time after my diagnosis, I couldn't find other people. In my hospital, I was the only one, which was a little bit hard for me. At one point, I really thought I was the only young person going through this, which was obviously not true because later on, I discovered many patient organizations and many other people with lived cancer experience, and that was very reassuring to me, I guess. But it was, it was again a mix. It was fortunate and unfortunate at the same time, because it's a club you never want to be a part of. However, when we do get together, it's fun. So that's the word I would use. You probably wouldn't expect this, but it's fun.
Do you have any side effects that actually you like about having cancer or about the treatments? Or do you have any superpowers that cancer gave you?
Well, I'm lucky enough to not have any long-term side effects that affect my everyday life. But one thing that I do actually consider kind of like my superpower are my scars. They're on my chest. And for the longest time, I was very insecure about them. But after a lot of therapy, I've come to really accept them. And now when I look in the mirror, I just think they make me cool, They make me more tough. So yeah, I kind of consider my scars my superpower.
What is the stupidest thing or dumbest thing someone have ever told you about having cancer?
And this one is a funny one. Um, right after my diagnosis, a lot of people reached out to me and my family, and I'm very grateful of that because a lot of them had helped us in many, many ways. But some of them gave some advice that was not not very good. A funny one that it shocked me, a weird one, I would say, is that random people, like this lady, I have never met her before, but she recommended that I eat this animal organ, liver. I'm not exactly sure what it was, but she was like, you need to go on this diet, eat this animal stuff just like 3 times a day, and that will cure your cancer. So it's very safe to say that I did not try that diet at all. And yeah, no, I do not recommend that.
What changes would you like to see in your community that will support people with a liver cancer experience?
Well, in Romania, we have a lot of cases that are diagnosed late. So one thing that I think we as a country really need to do better at is implementing more screening programs. This would improve survival rates, and if we caught it earlier, it's better for everyone. It's better to prevent it, but you know. So that is one thing. And another thing that I would mention is better patient navigation. It is something that is missing. Even now, 5 years later, after my diagnosis, I still have people who reach out to me and they are just very confused, don't know which way to go. I like unofficially help them, counsel them from my experience, but it's something that we need to be better at. Doctors don't have a lot of time for that, so it is something that needs to be addressed because there are so many people that are lost in the system and don't know which way to go, and that stresses them and just causes even more anxiety. And yeah, that is something that I would like to change in the system, in the Romanian healthcare system. And as I mentioned earlier, it's also better psychological support. Right now, we are advocating for this in public hospitals so that every patient can benefit from psychotherapists, but it's in the progress of doing that. Right now, you have to pay out of pocket for therapy sessions.
Do you remember some personality trait or something that you were like this before having cancer and you are still like this after having cancer?
Well, I've always been a curious person. I always wanted to learn more. That's what led me to being a researcher at one point in my life. And I think it's a trait that I will always have with me. I think it helped me when I was diagnosed, when I was going through my treatments, to just learn more about what was happening to me and just try to find more resources. And yeah, it's something that still helps me now, and I still describe myself as a curious person.
So thank you, Larissa, for this interview.
Thank you.
Do you like this video? Well, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with others. Thank you. Bye-bye.